Anyways, hey guys, Skylar here. So, this is a long overdue video. So, I have a video, which I will try to remember to put in one of the corners. I'm trying to think, if I'm facing this way, so it's probably this corner, where I built my kitchen island, which is technically a workbench from Ikea. That has like 11,000 views as of right now, and I'm sure most of those views are like 10-second snippets. But I get questions every couple months about things like how it's holding up, how are the shells, are they bowing or anything, just how is it in general. And I figured I should probably actually go over this finally. So I like took everything off of it, I just cleaned it, got my ring light set up to give some light in here, because otherwise you won't be able to see anything, so sorry. So it's gonna be a very odd lighting and I do apologize. So let's get into it. Alright. This is gonna be a little difficult, but here is the tabletop. So I stained it pink originally when I got it, which obviously does hide a bit of things. So there's a lot of scratching, which hopefully you kind of see. You actually get into air, which has it, or is it kind of like over here? I don't know how you can see it on camera. There's a lot of scratching up in here. There's a lot of, I guess, indents. Again, I don't know how this is going to show. Oh, I can kind of see them. Like, there's some indents here. So this is a colored stain, and then I put just a couple coats of poly over it. So which is why it's like super shiny. I did get a gloss, which I know people like don't get gloss, get like matte or semi-gloss of everything, but I personally wanted the shiny look. It just makes me happy for some reason. Which, as a result, obviously, it's going to scratch a bit more, it's going to dent, it's going to have indents a lot easier because it's a softer look. But that's the top. It is a pine, so this isn't going to last forever. But what I do like is you do see grain, which makes me so happy. This should show up on camera. Again, not going to be the best lighting because you can see like I have orangey light from my ceiling, and then here's this like cool white from the ring light, so we trying, okay? Alright, I bumped up to like 1250, so I'm so sorry. So as you can see, these are metal shelves, and they're like decently sturdy because this whole bit is underneath, so it is hollow like behind this, but you know, there is some flex, which hopefully you can see okay. See my fingerprints, unfortunately. This is clean, but it's black and it's metal, so it's going to show everything, but you can kind of see some flexing. It's not terrible. As you can see, it's still pretty solid, pretty level for the most part. And the bottom's the same way. There's not much going on here. But I'd say I keep about, I don't know, maybe 20 to 30 pounds at most on here, because here's all my stuff. So this is everything that I keep on here normally, plus some stuff over here. And here's my dishes I just washed. You're welcome. The sink is empty for once. You're welcome. But these go on the top shelf. All these go on the top shelf. These are on the bottom. And then these are the shelves, the shelf risers I use to kind of elevate everything, because obviously they're just big open spaces. So you kind of need to figure out how you want to use this. In my case, I just put shelf risers, and that kind of took care of the problem. And you know what? I don't know how much these shelves actually hold. I wouldn't imagine more than like 50 to 100 pounds per shelf. But let me just like get on it and show you that it doesn't really do anything. Hold on. Alright, let me put my little selfie mirror up. Ooh, I'm overexposed now. Heck yeah. But like, here, so I can show it. There is wobble. Obviously, there's gonna be wobble. I am about 180 pounds, just to give you an idea of the kind of weight moving this. But yeah, there's wobble. Like, it's not super ultra mega sturdy, but it will, for the most part, get things done. And this is held up pretty well, in all honesty. Like, it's not that bad. Oh, you can kind of see this. Alright, so you can kind of see where things have been sitting. Mind you, I already cleaned this, but this thing holds on to dust like there's no tomorrow. So please keep that in mind if you do plan to buy this. It will hold on to dust. I do have shelf liner that sits on it. However, you can still see where things that are on the shelf liner are sitting. Like, so just keep that in mind. It will hold on to it. The one good thing is this high F, so I should be able to do this. The top, like the wood top, sorry, is screwed in. So you can just take all these screws out. I believe there is, what's that? Looks like there's 2 on each part. So 2, so what, 8 screws? So there's only 8 screws to undo. They're just Phillips. So you can actually pop this out. And this is just kind of held in by the screws, so you can really just lift it out. And this is just to hold this part together. This does not hold the wood in. So you could take this out and just put a whole new wood slab in there if you wanted to. And then I do also have the smaller version, which is on wheels, which you did see in my other video. This one I don't really use for prep or anything, so this is still like super shiny, super glossy. But same thing, it's hooked in, so you can just pull this out when you take the screws off and replace it. This hasn't oddly had any dust issues. I don't know why the bigger one does. The wheels have held up decently as well. I don't really move them super often, but like the lock still works pretty well, so I'm pretty happy about that. But no issues with the wheels. I believe this doesn't have tons of weight on it, but this also has had no bowing issues. So you can see nothing's fallen in. And I would say this is a lot more sturdy on the wheels than it is on these feet, because these legs, let me get into like a non-overexposed area. These legs are hollow. So that's part of why this was shaking so much when I was sitting on it. It doesn't have a thick column to support it. Also, hello to my drying laundry. You're welcome. Not what you came for, but you saw it anyways. So I don't know what else to say about it. It's like it's held up pretty well. It really comes down to how you take care of this. Lopsided, I know. I put the exposure back down, or the ISO back down, so now it's like auto exposure. I'm being lazy with this just because I wanted to give some kind of video for you guys. But I would say on a scale of like 1 to 10, I'd give this probably like a 7, mostly just because of the sturdiness. Like, I wish the legs weren't hollow, but I get part of the reason is it actually would take away space, because you would lose that like triangular corner right there. And oddly enough, I do actually use that space, that very tiny little bit. My shelf risers, I do actually slide into the corner. That way they all fit, which is more just an issue of me not measuring when I'm buying things. Again, I think the small cart's a little more sturdy, just because it's on wheels, so for some reason it's a bit more sturdy than just like the little foot caps that the big one has. But I would totally buy these again. I love this thing to death, I really do. I use it for all my prep work because I don't really have any counter space, as you saw. So this works great. This is also technically on a hump, which might be, I'm sorry, that's my washer. This is technically on a hump in my kitchen because my floor is not level to anywhere in this kitchen, which might be part of the sturdy issue. So I think if it was on a level surface or as close to level as possible, that would help with a bit of the sturdy issue. But yeah, and if you guys do have any questions that I may have not answered, which is super possible, like I don't know how much weight it holds up. I didn't actually look it up because I just pressed play, or rather record, and went for this. So I have no idea how well this is gonna turn out, but I'm gonna end it there because I need to get all my stuff back on here and finish my laundry and go to bed because it's kind of late. This is more I was cleaning and realized I should just film this video because people ask me questions about this all the time and how it's holding up. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.